Hello boys and girls, how are you? We have really missed you from our creche and from our Sunday school and from being in church. We were hoping that you're getting on really well if you're in nursery school or in preschool or maybe even in P1. My goodness, I thought today I might read you some stories. So we can't all meet in church, but maybe I can come to your house and read you a story. Would you like that? I've got my teddies with me, and I don't know if you have any. This is Connor's. This is Green Bear, and he's very special to Connor. And I'm going to keep Green Bear with me while I read you some stories. The first story I'm going to tell you today is about a man called Zachariah. Zachariah was a priest, which is a bit like Adrian, a bit like a minister. And he was married to a lady called Elizabeth. And they both loved God a whole lot. They had done their whole lives, and they were very old. They were like your grandparents' age. And they had no children, and this made them quite sad. But one day, Zachariah had gone to the temple, and he was a helper there, and he had to do a really special job that day. So he went to the back of the temple to do his special job. While Zachariah was working in the temple, an angel appeared to him. It was the angel Gabriel. And he said, "Zachariah, you and your wife Elizabeth are going to have a baby boy. And you need to call him John." Do you know anybody called John? Well, Zachariah didn't really believe him. And he said, "Are you sure? I'm very old. I'm not sure we'll be able to have a baby." And the angel said, "Hang on a minute. God has said you're going to have this baby. God has said that he's going to send you this baby." And after that, a very strange thing happened. Because Zachariah hadn't believed the angel took away Zachariah's voice. Zachariah wasn't able to speak anymore. The angel disappeared, and Zachariah went back out into the temple. The people wondered why he had been there for so long, what he was doing. And he wasn't able to speak. He had to tell them through writing things down and using his hands. But he let them know what had happened to him. So a while later, Elizabeth found out that she was going to have a baby. Elizabeth was Zachariah's wife. She couldn't believe it. It was a miracle. A little while after that, their baby boy was born, just as the angel had told them. And Zachariah wrote down that his name was to be John. Suddenly, Zachariah could speak again. And he was so happy, he gave praise to God. John grew up to be a very special person. He was John the Baptist, and he was born to tell people about Jesus coming. And we're going to learn a little bit more about that another day. I thought I would read you another story, and this is from a book that I have called God's Dream, and it's by a man called Desmond Tutu. Dear child of God, what do you dream about in your loveliest dreams? Do you dream about flying high or rainbows reaching the sky? Do you dream about being free to do what your heart desires? Or about being treated like a full person, no matter how young you might be? Do you know what God dreams about? If you close your eyes and look with your heart. I'm sure, dear child, that you will find out. God dreams about people sharing. God dreams about people caring. God dreams that we reach out and hold one another's hands and play one another's games and laugh with one another's hearts. But God does not force us to be friends or to love one another. Dear child of God, it does happen that we get angry and hurt one another. Soon we start to feel sad and so very alone. Sometimes we cry, and God cries with us. But when we say we are sorry and forgive one another, we wipe away our tears and God's tears too. Each of us carries a piece of God's heart within us. And when we love one another, the pieces of God's heart are made whole. God dreams that every one of us will see that we are all brothers and sisters. Yes, even you and me. Even if we have different mummies and daddies, or live in different, faraway lands. Even if we speak different languages, or have different ways of talking to God. Even if we have different eyes, or different skin. Even if you are taller and I am smaller. Even if your nose is little and mine is large. Dear child of God, do you know what makes God's dream come true? It is really quite easy. As easy as sharing, loving, caring, as easy as holding, playing, laughing, as easy as knowing we are family because we are all God's children. Will you help God's dream come true? Let me tell you a secret. God smiles like a rainbow when you do. I hope we'll see you again soon, and I'll have some more stories for you.